Good morning from Yesod Farm Kitchen. It is Friday, January the 10th. It is the 6th day of the Daf Yomi cycle. On today's daily page of Talmud study, we have a verse quoted from the book of Psalms that says that God is angry every day. And the rabbis are not so comfortable with this idea, and they want to know, is God angry all day every day? And if God is not angry all day, how much of a day does God spend in anger? And they propose that God is angry for 158,888th of an hour. And if you do the math, that factors out to 1/16th of 1 second. God spends 1/16th of 1 second in anger every single day. We look around the world today and there is so much going on that inspires a justifiable amount of anger. And we look at climate crises, we look at economic crises, we look at military crises, and go on and on and on. There's an incredible amount of brokenness in the world, we all know this. And sometimes it is hard to sustain a sense of positivity and hope, and it is easy to allow for anger to take over our emotional state. And we also know deep down in our hearts that when in a state of anger, we don't make decisions from a place of being grounded. We don't make wise decisions, and we have a difficult time being productive in creating a world that is just and equitable. And so too, the rabbis are saying God also cannot create a world that is just and equitable and filled with mercy and compassion if God stays in anger all day, every day. So we give space for the anger, we acknowledge the anger, we allow for ourselves to feel the full spectrum of emotions that humans feel. And when that fraction of a second passes, we get back to the work of creating the world as we know that it could be, and not allowing it to continue in the state that it is. And so the Talmud is offering us an incredible lesson in how it is that we continue to be partners in creation, that we cannot create out of anger. Anger leads to destruction, and we create from places of hope, we create from places of love, we create from places of beauty, and we create from places of compassion. And so I hope for all of us as we move into Shabbat that we are able to allow for our compassion to overcome our anger. Earlier on the beginning of the page, the question of if God prays, what does God pray? And the rabbis propose that God prays that God's compassion is able to overcome God's anger. And so it should be for all of us that our compassion should be able to overcome our anger as we confront the many crises in the world today, knowing that the most productive place from which we can do that is humility and compassion and love. Shabbat Shalom, and I hope everyone has a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend.